Divinity is a huge subject, and larger and more complex are even the expressions of divinity. I remember that once, while I was traveling through London, I met an amazing person on the Heathrow airport. He was well dressed, and by his way how he carried himself, you could see he was a man of influence. Maybe a professor, maybe a host of a TV show. He gently stopped me and he asked, "Are you a monk?" I said, "Yes." Then he asked, "Do you believe in God?" And I said, "Most certainly so." And then he looked at me with that expression of unbelief in his face. He said, "Why?" I could hear many voices in that why. Maybe he thought that God was a crutch, a concept for the weak. Or he thought he's a killjoy who interferes with the human need for pleasure by all these do's and don'ts which you hear in various scriptures. Or he must have thought about the many atrocities or cover-ups which was made by God's office here on this earth, the established religion. He thought, could this happen if there's a God? But he was interested. So I invited him to sit with me and explained what is God for me. He's an energy, all-pervading, that holds everything, I explained, and who's beyond everything. He is also present in the heart and speaks to us in the voice of conscience, intuition. He gives us inspirations. And he is an embodiment of loving relationships. So he is not just one thing. He is energy. He's a divine presence in the heart. And he's a surprising, playful, innovative lover who's there and who has only one interest in his mind: how to assist us in our inner growth. "Do you know Nietzsche?" I asked him. And he said yes, and I think he knew what was coming. Nietzsche said, "I would believe in a God who could dance." I said, he got it right. God has to be beyond the concepts. He has to be greater than the human mind. And then I said, but what is most important for me is that he is a surit for me. What does this mean? A best friend who knows me as I am, accepts me as I am, and has only my welfare in his mind by making so many arrangements. I said, the easiest way for you to find out more about this Supreme Being is if you study the life of those who have been genuinely touched by him in the heart. Like the Gita mentions that someone who is absorbed in him is full of joy. He doesn't lament and he doesn't desire anything. He's fulfilled. He has an equal vision towards all And in that state, he attains boundless love. This is so very nicely expressed by one saint called Hafiz. At that time, I remembered somewhat what Hafiz said, but for you, I would like to read what is his perspective. He says, I have learned so much from God that I can no longer call myself a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, a Jew. The truth has shared so much of itself with me that I can no longer call myself a man, a woman, an angel, or even a pure soul. Love has befriended me so completely and entirely. It has turned to ash and freed me of every concept and image my mind has ever known. While it may be difficult to understand that incomprehensible Supreme Being, we can feel the effect of his presence. The man looked at me. He said, "Thank you." And then I saw a single tear trickling from his eye, which he quickly removed. He said, "I've learned so much today." We have never met again, but meeting with him has given me an idea to ask people a question which I would like to ask each single one of you today. Who or what is God for you?